Hey stylists, did we just get our first look at Queen Philomia? Now, if you haven't already watched my video on her, what are you doing? Please consider watching it if you'd like some extra context on who she is as well as the Queen's Palace ruins. However, I do want to add that I missed 2 books before I made that video. The Queen's True Wish it turned out to be, which mentions a heartcraft queen and their deceased prince consort, and New Trends in Styling, a conversation about pleats, which refers to Queen Philomia by name as well as calling her a historically controversial queen. I've also seen a lot of people definitively saying things like she's not the current queen and that she's dead, and you know what, I get it. As I explained in the video, I thought so too, but what's fun with this game is that we have such a lot of detail right now that we can make these educated guesses, but we might not be right. I'm just asking that everyone opens their mind to the possibility that anything can happen. Remember, we've seen so many references to time travel, and Nikki and Momo have even been called travelers through time or something like that. Maybe we go back in time to meet her. Maybe she's like Ina the Curator, who has been alive all these years and is still a mystery to us. Or maybe she's been taken by the dark to an alternative realm where she's trapped and both exists and doesn't exist at the same time. Schrodinger's queen, if you may. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there seems to be one prominent leaker for this game, KK_chain_Chris, who keeps sharing all sorts of things with many that have turned out to be accurate. I don't know where they get their information, but I do know that they seem to have been recently banned on Twitter, so maybe they were right all along. And I know that I shouldn't be sharing these further, but it's out there now, it's not my leak, and I made sure that I didn't put any spoilery pictures in the thumbnail for those who don't want to know. So last week, Chris posted that Queen Philomia's full name is Philomia Lilith. Remember how I pointed out the similarities between Ashley/Lilith in Shining Nikki and Philomia in Infinity Nikki? So maybe it is more than just a nod to her appearance. By the way, if you do want to know the full Queen Lilith Shining Nikki story, let me know. I've not played it myself, but I am down to learn everything that I can and come back with a dedicated video if people want it, that is. There's also a Redditor called Vincentasm who's also supported references to Philomia Lilith that have apparently been in the text files of the game since version 1.0. This is the same person who found potential locations for a dungeon entrance in those Queen's Palace ruins shortly after my video went live, which reassured me that I wasn't a crazy person, at least not with this. Moving on to today, Chris shared another leak on Twitter showing a black swan kinda outfit. Very similar vibes to the outfit that Philomia is wearing, you know, in the paintings in the Sanctum of the Observant. The crown especially looks similar. Apparently they also mentioned Philomia in the tweet, but I don't know, it got deleted before I got to see it. Before you get too excited, it may well just be an outfit that delivers a story, like the Silvergale aria telling the story of the loved one and the wishing one, or Rebirth Wish, which is about male Alina and the reconstruction of Flora Wish. Personally, I'm inclined to believe it's more than just that, given the other video that I made, which literally all stemmed from my realization that we are probably going to be visiting the inside of the Queen's Palace ruins at some point, but not the present day version that we can visit right now. I still think we're getting some Philomia content soon to shed some light on that mystery. You know, we've got a while before they introduce the next region, and if we go by the Rolling Stone interview that said every 6 months, it would be a great storyline that could easily take place in Flora Wish and the parts we already have. So, that is everything that I wanted to cover for today. Thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update, and I'll see you in the next one.